Good morning. Leah, are you going live or are you just joining on mine as a guest? What would you like to do? Because if you go live, I can co-host with you. Good morning, everybody. We're doing hydrangea today. You'll join me? Okay. We can do whatever you want. If we both go live, you get your own comments, I get my own comments. And you get any credit for anything that you do. If we go on mine, I get all the credit, and then like any gifts and stuff generally tend to lean my way. I would like to share them with you if it's okay. I would rather do that, but you got to go live. So, good morning, everybody. We're doing hydrangea today, Leah and I. Leah is Palacios Paint, so she will be joining me shortly. This one's not entirely done. I started this one earlier and then let it dry. Yes. Yeah, there's more benefit to you if we both go live and co-host. So this one is one style of going at it. This one's another one. I think I'm going to lean into this one today, though. I just like those big petally things. Hey!
Hi, Christine. That was way easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I think co-hosting is way easier than guest stuff. I mean, I think we've discussed this, but the only like downfall of it is that you can't see any comments that I can see. So
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
I
get
see.
your own comments. So the only thing is we're gonna have to back and forth occasionally over what people are saying on our feed. So we have to both keep
Yes.
track of that. But
I've seen you go live with Chelsea, and I've seen it, so I know what I'm doing on my end now. I was just
perfect.
starting it that I was terrified.
Yeah, no, it's no big deal, honestly. No big
Okay.
deal.
I
Have you
just have to
painted these
say
yet? Have you painted these yet?
that is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's not bad. I made it this morning and then I hated so I posted this actually today. Did you see that post? I think you did.
I did, yes.
And then I posted the wrong time. And I deleted
I
it.
didn't notice that.
I did. But when I painted this, I have this like love-hate relationship with hydrangeas. I love them so much, but capturing them can be really hard because there's so many petals.
I know.
Hi, Joy.
That's why I chose the challenging thing to do with you, because I know
I
you'd
know.
make it fun.
I know. So, and you chose the white flower too. So you didn't just choose hydrangeas. You chose like a white hydrangea.
Double
So,
trouble over there. Yep.
yep. You are definitely double trouble. So, I did this one first, and then I wasn't in love with it. It's not bad. I think it could use some work, but I actually like this style a little bit more. So I think I'm going to do this
I
one.
know you paint pretty quickly, but then you also go back and add your details.
I
So
do.
I was
I'm layer.
figuring, yeah, I'm a fast painter, so I did this real quick.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't want it like all this hydrangea like around and around. So I did this pretty quickly. But because it's a wreath, it took me some time to, get the little leaves in the right place. So I'm going to maybe do something like this, maybe not as detailed, just to keep up with you.
I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Well, and I would say this probably took me a solid 20 to 30 minutes because then I had to use my heat gun to dry it so I could go over and do the
That's
other
perfect,
doodling.
because that took me about 20 minutes. So.
Okay. I can't believe that wreath took you 20 minutes. That's wild. What paints are you using?
I'm going to use my KMS paints just because I have them out from a project. Before I went live with you, I've got this baby shower invite that I'm working on. So I did a bunch of designs on one.
Yes.
So I did this. I just have the paint still out. So
Okay.
I'm just going to use my KMS.
Yes. Are you still her ambassador?
I am.
I love that.
Yeah, she does kind of seasonal boxes as PRs.
Okay.
So it'll be a bunch of her little palettes for the season and then the monthly.
Well, how would you describe her paints? Like, I know she has a lot of shimmers, but would you say they're creamy or would you say they're more like?
I really like, they're very pigmented. You can water them down beautifully, though. I tend to use them on the more pigmented side. And
Hmm.
then the metallics are really the reason why I fell in love.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Because I
And
know you, I remember you were on a metallic kick for quite a while. I haven't seen you do them as much lately, though.
yeah, I am more like little extras. That's how I
Hmm.
like to use them.
Yep.
But the Color Club, it's always 6 metallics and then 6 mattes. This one palette that I'm obsessed with and I've been painting everything with, it's
The
Blooms and
blooms
Rose.
and
Oh,
ooh.
so gorgeous. So I'll do most of the colors from that, I think.
Okay. I'm using ocean paper paints. Are you familiar with
I
those?
don't have any, but I've always seen them and thought, wow, those are beautiful. So,
They're very creamy. They're very
mhm.
like kurataki slash gouache like.
Okay.
I like them for the whites, honestly, because whites are hard and sometimes you don't want to have to work
That's
that
nice.
hard. So like I have this one, and this one, and these three are almost always my white starters. And I just love how creamy they are, and then I can add stuff to them to make them even prettier. So that's what I'm going to be using paint wise. What's your brush today?
Probably around 4.
Okay, and you're doing
Grabbing that. Yeah.
a round size four. And
I
what brand is
almost
it?
always use,
Princeton?
this is a Princeton, yeah. I have
Okay.
tons of old brushes from when I first
Mhm.
started, and so those are just my comfort brushes.
So for those of you who have not followed Leia as much as I have, she and I have started together. Well, I don't even know if I can say that because I'm not sure when you started, but
Yeah.
I definitely started in 2020.
Yeah, 2020. It was July
Yep.
2020. I did the Show Me Your Florals course from
Yes.
Happy Ever Crafter. That's how I started.
Okay. So a lot of us were like stuck at home and trying to figure out what to do with ourselves in a, productive way. And I think that we all just kind of met, like you, me, Bindi. There was a
Hmm.
host of other people too. I probably Samina as well. Tracy, who I don't
Yes.
see her posting as much as she used to, but and then I did Aduma come later. She wasn't there at the
Yes.
beginning,
A
was
little
she?
bit later.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
bit. Hmm.
And Leia often posts with Aduma, like they do lives together. They've been very close, and they do just the cutest little compositions together. I just love them so much.
Yeah, we are definitely besties at this point.
Hmm.
We have a summer series going.
Yep.
So pretty much every week during the summer, we've been consistent, finding
Mm,
a day and doing some design, something
yes.
different.
Yes.
Since I'm a flower girl and I'll
Me
just paint
too.
flowers all the time, every day, if I
Me
could.
too. Me too. Obviously. Did you see what I painted yesterday? Hi, CJ. Hi, friend.
What did you paint yesterday?
This is wild. So, okay, just quick story before I even show you.
Okay.
Yesterday, I knew that I was going to be painting starfish with Chelsea yesterday in the
Yes.
evening. And I'm not a starfish girly. I'm not a sea creature girly. I like them, but I don't do them very often. So, okay, I'm going to show you my starfish first. It's okay. Like, it's fine. It's not
Oh,
my favorite.
I love it. It's
It's cute.
incredible.
It
Yes.
reminds me of a cookie with nerds on it. Okay, so that was Chelsea, like on like live taught me how to paint this.
Yeah,
And then she was like, "Can you teach people how to do seahorses?" And I'm like, and she literally said this to me 15 minutes before our live. I'm like, "Are you out of your skull? Are we like for real?" And I had like just sketched out the this was the one I started with where you just do the silhouette.
hmm
And somehow last night live, I managed to paint this. Like, I'm so freaking impressed with myself and how
It's
cute it
really,
is. I
yeah.
just love it so much.
I
Like,
I
I
think
don't
on Instagram, did you put that? Because I just saw it
probably,
somewhere.
maybe
Yeah,
just today, maybe
yeah.
just today.
I just saw it and I was like, oh, look at you go! And I watched you do the little detail on the edge on his back. And I'm like,
Oh, I
look at
know.
that.
Yeah, I honestly, my favorite part was doing the inside part. And I remember having a panic attack while I was painting it. Like, oh crap, am I ruining it? CJ, you did seahorses. CJ said he did a whole project on seahorses. Do you know CJ? CJ makes paints himself as
No,
well.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know a lot of people over on this side.
Okay, so CJ is a handmade painter, but he only paints for the personal satisfaction of it. I mean, obviously, he's trying to create his own business, but he sells out all the time and he does a lot of mineral paints, like from the original rocks and stuff.
Very cool.
I have not bought from him yet, but I will be soon. I keep telling him that, but
Yeah, Doodling Pop says that you're great and she'd be impressed with that seahorse big time.
oh, Yeah, I'm so impressed. Like literally, I did this once with an actual like real illustration. This was without a sketch. Like I am so
Where'd you go? And I'm like, look at that shape.
I
You
know,
got
and
it.
the colors and the face, it just worked out perfectly. I just couldn't believe it. My starfish, on the other hand, I'm not super down with, but that's okay. That's okay. I find that if I paint three at a time when I sit down, if I do three separate paintings,
Hmm.
there's usually one that I don't like. There's another one that I like well enough, and then there's one that I'm really fond of. So I try and paint in threes just for my own like self-confidence. So I don't walk away from every painting thinking, "Oh God, oh God."
No, I love that.
Yeah.
I actually just saw a starfish, a live starfish, yesterday.
Did you?
I did. I took a
Oh.
video. I saw it. It was plastered against the glass, so you could see how it eats and all the little suckers and stuff. It was really cute. And then I saw
Yes.
him kind of crawling around. So it was the Fossil Park. It's a brand new museum dino exhibit thing that's in New Jersey.
Oh,
Just
that's
opened a couple months
cool.
ago, and it's really nice. They've got a lot of interactive stuff for kids. They have a gorgeous playground, dino inspired, of course.
Of
And they have
course.
nature trails. So we spent like 4 hours there just doing everything. And a quarry dig. There's only two places in the US that actually lets you dig up your own fossils.
That's crazy cool.
It's
And that's in New
amazing.
Jersey, you said?
Yeah. It's South Jersey, so it's a bit of a trek for you, but
Yeah,
recommend
but
if you've got anybody that
if I'm
likes
ever in
dinos or
that
outside.
area, I
Yeah.
would totally want
Hmm.
to do that.
It's worth it.
Yes. So if I'm ever in, you said South Jersey, so more like DC area, like closer to
No, it's
DC.
I'm like 15 minutes away from Philly, and it was 30
Oh,
minutes
so you're really close to
south-ish.
Bindi then. You and Bindi are in the same neck of
Yeah,
the woods.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. So CJ says he saw a baby starfish in the wild in a tide pool. Can you imagine?
Wow.
It's so cool. Thanks, Janster. CJ also said he has the OG restock coming in a couple of days and new autumn palette replacing the W and W he's assembled. So yeah, just check him out. I for anybody, just check him out because he's just it's all natural pigments. I don't think he uses any of the um, fancy preservative stuff that some of the other more popular ones use. But he just did it not because he had bad experiences with paints, but because he just wanted to, which is kind of cool.
I love that. I'm a chemistry teacher, so that's my jam. I love
Yes.
seeing earth and, just natural stuff making
Mm-hmm.
paint. I
Yep.
love my bolder colors too.
Yep. I'm looking at this and I made this one so much bigger than all the other petals. I'm like, oh geez, I gotta make some bigger ones to match with that. Like, what am I doing?
It's so funny. I am not even really watching me paint. I'm kind of just looking at you with that brush, and I'm like, that looks so much easier than what I'm
Oh
doing.
my gosh, I love my daggers. Honestly, I needed a dagger because I feel like I have a better time making those square petals with a dagger than I do with a round brush. Okay. Now, when do you go back to school?
Day after Labor Day.
Me too.
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating to see all of the back to school posts already. I'm like, come on. I'm like, I know you ended in May, but come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's
The
not
organizing the
August yet. Like, I
classroom
haven't
and
hit
all
my
that.
Sunday, you
Hmm.
know? Like,
Yeah.
no. All right. I want to, I think another difficult part about these flowers is the shape and trying to like capture it right. The outside of the shape, I mean. Because they're so rounded, but then
Yeah.
they've got these little petalies around the edges that can be really difficult to capture. Oh, and CJ also has a glow in the dark watercolor set.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yes. I'm actually, speaking of glow in the dark, it reminds me of Halloween. I started crocheting turtles, like Halloween turtles. And they're so
Okay, I
cute.
need to see pictures of that. I
I
know
will try and post them in my stories, but
you
one
were
of them,
selling them at a market. Was that your
I,
first market? Tell me
my
about
first
that.
market, yes.
Oh,
And I only sold my amigurumi. I didn't sell anything else. I didn't sell any of my paintings, which I have feelings about, but I'm also like, it is what it is, right? Like people are going to buy what they're going to buy, and I
yeah.
can't control that or predict it every time. But yeah, so these turtles because I'm gonna paint turtles next weekend, I think. Chelsea asked me to do that, and I think she's doing something else. Something watery, I think. But she or the turtles that I'm doing, one of them has a turtle top that is a candy corn. And then the other one has a turtle top that is, I'm trying to think, a brain. Like it looks like a little brain on top. And then another one's going to be a Freddy Krueger top or like a Freddy Krueger turtle where it's got like the green and red stripes in the shell. And it's just been the most fun putting together. I'm just loving it so much.
I love Halloween. I'm obsessed with Halloween.
But my husband does too.
I'm imagining, well, I've got 3 turtles now, a tortoise and 2 turtles, I guess. Because my fiance is an animal guy. So we collect a lot of things that need homes. And he's like, I could build it a thing. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And you still have your dog too, right?
I still have my dog. So I've got this, it's a Herman tortoise. So he's kind of one of the smaller ones, but he's kind of dog-like. We haven't had him long, but when I call him, he'll come running as much as a turtle can run, but he kind of does hoof it.
They're not as slow as people say they are.
Right. He can move. And I just had him out this morning and he was eating his clover and he's got this adorable green mouth. It's so cute. So I'm just imagining him now in Halloween outfits.
That'd be so fun. I have turtles too. Well, actually, I have one turtle. He's about 20 years old. I used to have 2, and because they're in not a huge tank, and I got them when they were babies, my kids have been taking them outside for like enrichment, like just so that they can get out of their tanks and they're not in there all the time. Well, we lost one, like literally can't find it. I have no idea where it went. I'm pretty sure she just escaped because she didn't want to have anything to do with us anymore. She was always the miserable one. Like she would bite your finger off. Like she was just like, don't even look at me. Like, how dare you? So part of me is like, maybe this is good for her. I mean, they're 20 years old. I've had them forever, but I was like, oh no. But now the one that's left, he's so much friendlier. Like he's so much happier. I'm like, I should feel bad right now. Like I know I should be feeling bad about all of this, but at the same time, I'm like, well, maybe it's just for the best.
Maybe she knew what she was doing.
Maybe it was intentional.
Yeah. My girl turtle that's Starburst, she maybe pushed out the smaller boy out of the enclosure, which is now raised for the first day. It was raised. And neither of them could reach, even if they were standing up, they couldn't reach over the edge. So he was definitely standing on top of her. And I think she pushed him to be like, now this place is mine.
Well, they used to stack on each other, like in the tank underneath the heat lamp. They would stack. Like she would sit, or he would sit on the bottom, and she would climb on top of him and get closer to the heating source.
They're really cute, though.
They are very cute. Tortoises are cuter, though. No offense, turtles, but tortoises are definitely cuter because they've just got so much more like dog-like personality, like you've said. I think. I can't get over how quickly you're doing that. That's amazing. But you and I have always both been fast painters.
Yeah. And it's also, I don't know if I'm going to quite do the same thing that I was thinking in the beginning. I just let it go. There's no plan there.
Yep. Let's see here.
I love that greenery.
The greens look really good. Though they feel a little too spiky. I feel like I need to soften them up on the edges, actually. Maybe a little bit. In there. Just a little bit more rounded.
Do you have summer plans still to go?
No, not really. We usually go on our vacations in the winter. So like this year we went to Palm Springs in February, and that was amazing. And because we have 2 weeks off at Christmas this year, which is very unusual. You too? Yeah. So we're gonna go on a cruise. I've never actually been on a cruise, so we're gonna do that. I'm excited about that. That'll be good. But yeah, I don't really have anything specific. Just carting my kids around, quite honestly. Yes. Like we just have the kids are like my middle child is home right now. My son is at drum camp, and my daughter is at SPCA camp. So
Yeah, that'll keep you busy staying organized.
Yes, because I'm constantly like, wait, where am I taking which kid where and
And
why
how
and
long? And
what do they need to have with them? Right, right. And their schedule's different too. Like it's not even the same. Like she's dropped off at 9 to 4, and he's dropped off from 10 to 1. And then
okay.
she has gymnastics at 5. So it's like, oh my sweet Jesus. Trying to keep track of it is a lot for sure. Last week was definitely easier when all three were at the same camp. Maybe. CJ said we saw a box turtle on a hike Sunday, might have been domesticated. And Janster said probably Christine's runaway. Was it a red-eared slider? If it was a red-eared slider, it might be. I feel like, okay, so I've designed this thing down here, and then I have all this empty space up here, and I need to do something with it. I'm
A
not there yet.
bee. You should have some
Oh,
little,
that's a
yeah,
great idea.
yes.
Okay. Let me finish making a leaf here, and then I'll do a bee. That's a really good idea. There's a guy named Jose Trujillo, I think his name is. He does oil paintings, and he paints live almost every day, I want to
Wow.
say. And he sells all of his art on eBay, which made me think, is that a place to sell art? Like, I guess I didn't realize.
Yeah.
But he sets the bidding, and then you buy it or you don't, and it just sits there until people buy it, right? And then if people want to fight over it, they can, and they determine the price. But he does these adorable, fluffy, like chonky bees. And the one bee was holding a balloon, and then the one he did today was I think it was a gentleman, like some sort of gentlemanly character holding a bee balloon where the bee was the balloon.
Oh,
It was just the cutest thing.
yeah.
Yes, I'll share it with you when we're done.
Thank you.
It's so cute. Okay. That looks a little, it's okay. That needs to be a little darker in here too, I think. Let's see here. Oh, common box turtle. Darn it. That would be amazing though. And I don't even know where CJ lives, but if she traveled that far, good for her. That would be impressive. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, I need to start off with. I figured out how to do bees in a way that feels consistent every time I do it.
Okay.
So
What's
I make a peanut shape, like a curved peanut shape, like this.
Yeah.
And then I add the yellow to the, like, I usually start off with a lighter color, so white or cream or something. I add yellow to the center of each of those, and then I add the black, or I just add water here to spread out to make the, like, the head. So torso, bottom,
Okay.
head. And then I do the wings on the top. So let me just lift some of this
Okay,
up.
maybe I should add a bee. Let me try this. Let's go.
I needed black though, and that is not black. Hold on. This one might work. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah, I said I was joining you, and then I also realized I don't have black either. That's okay.
Yep.
Who needs black for a bee?
You could use mixes. I mean, there are browns and stuff too. So, and then I put the stripe in the center of the butt in the middle part, and then at the head, and then just on the bottom, and then let it dry. And then usually what I'll do is I'll add the wings on the top and then scribble doodle over the top of him to make him a little bit more interesting.
Okay. All right.
That's kind of how I do them. So I always love seeing the people who do those like wild, watercolor bees. It just looks so loose. And I'm like, how did you do that? I'm just adding shadows in here. Okay. Do you sketch your circles, or do you just go instinctually?
No tracing, none of that, unless it's something I really want to plan out, or Aduma does for me. Because her circles are perfect, and I don't know how she does it, but that's the only time.
Okay, and then I just use like a light blue mix to make the wings on the top.
I've got this metallic I'm using, Winter Fantasy, to go
Ooh.
into some of the petals here to
Oh, is
jazz
it
them
like
up.
a, you're gonna
See those?
want to use mine. Hold on, let me see if I can find mine. I've got my shimmer palette. It's a mixture of different like paint makers.
Yeah.
I mostly have Hydracolor, I think is one of them. And then the other one is oh god. I know her, Cosmic Creations is the other one. I love her shimmers. Plus hers are super duper affordable. Like I think I bought most of my paints from her for $5 or $6 a pan, which is pretty cheap for a lot of pans. Yeah. Hi Joshua. There's one YouTuber who teaches the loose watercolor bees. Oh. One of my palettes in the BB palette because you can paint bees with them, but mine look big backed. I love big backed bees. They're the cutest. They're like the honeybees. They're like the fuzzy ones.
NH Girl and Her Shepherd says she's hosting a watercolor class this afternoon with her high school students. I was just back at the high school doing that like 2 weeks ago.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I volunteered just for an hour and I brought all my brush pens that I do nothing with. And I'm like, have at it. Enjoy. And then we did mandalas with Sharpie on top. And it was fantastic.
That sounds highly satisfying.
It was really nice. And then I was like, they're going to do a little bit. Maybe they're just going to get bored and whatever. And anything that they do allow fun. And they were so into it.
Yep.
Just so happy.
Yep.
Yep.
Honestly, kids love art. Like they're so into it. They want to create. They want to make things. When I would crochet in my study hall sometimes because the kids wanted me last year to show them how to crochet. So they would get their yarn, their yarn in, and I would just sit with them. And I'm like, this is such a valuable time frame to do this. Like if the kids have nothing to do, which oftentimes in study hall they do, or or if you don't know what they have to do, they would come to me during their study hall. Be like, can I come and sit with you? And can I like crochet? And I'm like, yeah. Like it's a productive use of their time. And it's engaging them. They're not like misbehaving or causing chaos somewhere in the room. It was good. It was good.
No, I have students that want me to paint their nails in study hall. Like, no, the room smells enough as it is like vinegar. We're not doing that.
That's so funny. Leah has the best nails, guys. She's like, her nails are always on par with like all those nail ads that you see. She's always got the most beautiful
paint nails before I actually painted with watercolor, so that's why.
I don't disagree with you, CJ. Kids love when anyone other than their teacher is their teacher, but then miss their teacher if it's a sub.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I came back after being out, they would, where were you? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why do I have to answer to you? Sometimes I think I have to answer to them more than I do my my administration. They're like, why weren't you here? Like, or even if I'm out for a meeting and I come in a little later, I feel bad because the subs are like, they're there and they're there to help and all that good stuff. But like, I walk in the room and the kids are like, oh, thank God. I'm like, dudes, can you like show a little bit of, awareness? They just don't care. They do not care at all.
No, they wish it would today. NH Girl and Her Shepherd asked what kind of paint we're using. So I'm using KMS watercolors and you're using Ocean.
I am using Ocean Paper's paint. Yes. Paper. Yes, Ocean Paper paint. I need more legs here and I feel like I'm missing a boat on it, but there we go. Okay. And a little bit more there, a little bit more there. How's your bee going? Is it good?
He's almost done.
He looks so cute, especially the legs. I definitely need to go over this though. I'm gonna dry this while we're talking. I don't think I can mute this. I've been trying that. I don't think I can mute while I'm on here. Or if there is a way, I haven't seen it without like pausing myself. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can.
I I think I can just mute you for myself. Yeah, I don't know. No, you're quiet right now for me. I don't know if it's for your viewers too, but it works.
I figured it out. As I was
Yeah.
talking, I figured it out.
Excellent.
I'll be right back.
All right, I am thinking about what I could possibly add to mine because I'm in love with it. I might just have to watch Christine and put my brush down so I don't do too much with this. There are a few places I could add some metallic detail, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go over this in mixed media. Yeah. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of shimmer to the wings. Though I feel like if I do it there, I gotta do it somewhere else too. Maybe in the leaves. Maybe I'll
I was
just
going
use
to say
this like
leaves.
this is the white shimmer that I have from Cosmic Creations. So I'll just do it in the wings and the leaves.
Oh, yeah, unintentionally matching my nails right now.
Oh, your nails go with everything.
That's mermaid bait.
Is that the name of
That's the name of it.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Which means I guess I have to tell Aduma mermaids, and we'll put that on the list.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You should call it mermaid bait.
That means I'm just gonna have to do my nails again with this.
Yes. Yes.
We've got this ice cream cart coming up because it was National Ice Cream Day on Sunday.
Yes.
So we've got that. Some sea critters that we're gonna do. There's a whole bunch.
Get some yellow.
This is actually great timing because I can watch how you do this.
Oh, good.
I don't really do mixed media.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Sometimes I just
think
do ink and that's it.
it just feels like the fix for me. Like if I don't love something, I go over it in mixed media and then I love it.
Makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like makeup.
Although I don't really use that either, so I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't use makeup anymore. I used to, but honestly, it makes me look older. Like I don't like that it makes me look older. So I'm just like, as long as I use good skincare, I think it's fine, you know? All right, I'm gonna put these little dots here where I feel like the center of some of these petals are.
And if not, you're just making it and it looks like it goes around it.
Yep. Yeah, but so as I was saying, I think that like skincare at this age is more important to me than makeup. As long as I can make my skin look decent, it doesn't really matter what I do to my face, you know?
Like a decades-long goal for me. I finally found a nice moisturizer, this Korean brand. I can't even tell you what it is, but I love it. And I bought 2 extra bottles of it during Amazon Prime, so I'm good.
Oh, good for you. I use Tatcha. Have you heard of that? The Japanese brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel super heavy. I use that probably the most out of everything. All right, and then I'm just adding a little bit of shadow underneath these little green dots that I added initially. Just that little gives it a pop, I think.
Yeah, I added a little brown under my yellow centers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just an extra bit of color can make such an impact. All right, and then I'm gonna go in here.
I just realized I need antennas because I'm looking at yours. I'm like, why does your bee have more things sticking out?
Have more legs?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's so many more legs. Yeah. Okay. Come here a bit more. This green there. I just like scribble color over the top of this stuff. Like I literally just go in and patchy scribble color just to create some pop of color where maybe the watercolor didn't do it for me. Like even here, I'm just going to go in with this yellow and I'm not going to color everything, but I am going to color like the bottom because the top is probably going to be a little bit lighter. And then I might even add some yellow to the top of these petals, like the sunshine is beaten down on it.
Yeah, that is really cute.
And then even down here on the leaves. And then it kind of like brings it all together. And then you've got a little bit of yellow everywhere on the page to kind of bring a cohesive, or at least that's what I'm thinking while I'm doing it, I should say.
I see it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then I think the last thing I'm going to do is just my Stabilo pencil where I just outline some parts. Look at how tiny it's getting. Yes, Janet Bellew. It is these are They're called eye crayons. They look like this. There's 25 in the pack. I think they're, the last time I checked, they're anywhere from $20 to $25 for the set. One of the best mixed media materials that you could have. Caran d'Ache is a well-known water-soluble crayon maker. This is, I would say, equivalent or better, maybe better because it's more affordable. But you can find these in my shop, and you can also find the Caran d'Ache in my shop just to color or just to like cost compare. They both do exactly the same thing. They're both watercolor media. So if I added water, the little crayon bits I put in here, I could blend this out even more than I already have. So I just like them as dry media on top more than I like them as wet media. All right, so I'm just gonna go, and this is my last hurrah here. I'm just gonna add in some of this. And this is a Stabilo pencil. And they are also water soluble, which again means that if you add water to it, it will blend. And this is very highly pigmented. So just be careful with this one because it can get out of control real fast if you're not careful. Or at least it has with me in the past, that's for sure. And then I am going live again tonight with Bindi and Chelsea. We're doing Protea.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Protea. I don't even know.
Yes.
Yes. We're going to do those tonight. I've never painted those. So
Oh, that'll be fun.
yeah. Chelsea does it. Have you seen hers? They're so good.
Yes. Juicy bleeds.
Yes. They're so
nice.
good. Yep. And I don't outline every part. I just outline little curves and lines to give the impression that maybe there's a bit more going on there than the initial laydown. Dancer, did you get those? Oh, I'm so glad. They're so good. I love them. And they're affordable.
Well, it looks so good in the leaves.
It does. It just gives it like this extra, even up here. Like I'm just going to put a little, like you probably can't see it very well. But in here, I'll just put a little bit of a scribbly, like to give it this, like it's almost a little bit hairier than it is on the page. And even here, like I might shade in the eye a little bit darker to make it a little more pronounced. And the little stinger. And even I just have to sharpen it though, because it does soften up so quickly. I like to use it on the wings too, just to give it a little bit of like, where are they coming from? Where are they going? Kind of thing. Like that. Just like that, just a little bit. And then down here. And then sometimes I'll go in like where it's tucked underneath and I'm like, there's not enough shadow in there. So sometimes I'll just scribble a little bit in those areas as well. And then in here, like this is supposed to be tucked under this leaf and I can feel it losing some of that initial intention. So I just kind of scribble underneath there and then drag it out. So when is your next live with Aduma?
Thursday. I think we're
Thursday.
Thursday.
And what time are you going to be on?
Probably 11 again.
So 11 Eastern Standard Time. So what is that for her? That's 8? No, 9? No, 8.
8. Yes.
8 for her. Okay. Sorry, I got there eventually.
Yeah. That's been our common spot for a while. That seems to work.
Cool. Excellent. All right. I think I'm done.
Cute. I love them. Look at that.
I love yours. I love the
challenging after all.
Look at that. And we did it in less than 40 minutes. Look at us.
We have to do this again. This was really fun.
This was really good. We should definitely do this again. Let's plan a date for August. What should we paint next?
Your choice, since I did this one.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll think about it. But let's definitely do a date like this again so that we can hang and chat and paint because we definitely don't do this enough. Hi. One of my students is on here saying hello.
Nice.
All right. I think we're done. Are we done?
Yes, we're done. Enjoy the rest of your day. And
yes, you too. And I will catch up with you and we'll figure out our next one.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Bye, Leia.
Bye.